Hello guys, welcome to Gunnervlog. I want to talk today about Arsenal's next move in the transfer market. A lot of talk about Thomas Lemar at the moment, understandably so. He's clearly high on the list of targets. Arsenal had one bid rejected a few weeks back, seemingly have submitted another according to the Keep. No response yet from Monaco on that. I don't expect that to be successful. I think they're going to be very determined to keep hold of him. I think if Arsenal want him, it's going to cost them about £50 million, which is a huge gamble on a player who hasn't proven himself over a protracted period of time like Lacazette. But I don't want to talk about Thomas Lemar today. I want to talk about central midfield. And I'll start by saying I don't think Lemar is a candidate for that. If Arsenal are looking for someone who can play in a 2 or in a 3, I don't think Lemar is that guy. I think that he will be in a more advanced role, number 10 or wide positions more likely. The kind of Alexis Ozil positions in the 3 at the back system. I think that's where Arsene Wenger will be looking at deploying him. But I think Arsenal do need a central midfielder, and they need someone who, as I say, potentially could work in a 2 alongside Granit Xhaka or alongside Aaron Ramsey, or maybe even a 3 with both of them. And I think it'd be great to sign somebody who could genuinely partner Ramsey or Xhaka, who would give us options to rotate, or if one of those players is out, Ramsey injured, Xhaka suspended, we know how it goes. Because I think we've got a lot of specialists in the Arsenal midfield. Coquelin is a good ball winner. El Nenny's a great runner. Xhaka's a great passer. But we don't have top all-rounders. We need someone who's very adaptable, who's got a very complete technique, who can pass the ball, who can carry the ball, who can win the ball. I mean, it's a big ask. I'm basically saying we need a complete midfielder. There aren't that many out there, but I think we do. Why are we not being linked with many of them? I see Jean-Michel Seri saying they think he's going to stay there now. We're not being linked with many players of that ilk. And I wonder if it has something to do with the situation of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Still quiet, really, on Oxlade-Chamberlain. We expected his future to be resolved by now. He'll be back in training soon enough. And I think, surely we're going to get an answer sooner rather than later. Less than a year now to run on that contract. All the talk of Ozil and Alexis. But this is a really fascinating one. I don't think Ozil and Alexis will extend. I don't think Wilshere will extend. I don't think Szczesny will extend. But Oxlade-Chamberlain for me is one that's in genuine doubt. I can't tell which way it's going to go, and I'm not sure Arsene knows. I'm not sure the club know. And I think until they do know, they probably aren't going to move for that midfield player, because if Ox is to sign a new deal, I think part of the basis will be the idea that he'll get opportunities in central midfield, not just as Hector Bellerin's wing-back backup. I think he'll want to stay on the grounds that maybe he could be this versatile central midfield player who could step in for one of Ramsey or Xhaka and maybe even play alongside them. Has he got the potential to do that? I think he has got the potential. We've seen it in glimpses, but he's not consistent. And anyone who saw him play for England at the start of the summer in that role will see he's got a long way to go. Speaking cynically and practically, I'd probably like Arsenal to buy a more complete midfielder, someone who's ready to step right in there. But if Arsenal's invested this much in Chamberlain, maybe he will offer him the chance to not establish himself, but compete at least. Will that be enough to compete with Liverpool's promise that he can play every game in that role? I don't know, but Arsenal need a central midfielder this summer. I think Chamberlain is in the mix. And I think until Arsenal know if he's staying or going, they won't really push on pursuing the number 8. Maybe the best thing would be to sell him and reinvest that money in someone who's more immediately ready to play in that position. Anyway, we'll find out soon enough. The club, I think, depart on tour tomorrow. So everything should become much clearer over the next couple of weeks. Do subscribe and stay tuned. Cheers.